If you people continue to be nice, I may feed you. Or maybe not. I've got DiGiorno pizza on standby. Behave yourself. Heard email. How can you take a sport seriously in which one of its stars' names is Kaka? That's a good point. And we'll end it there. Speaking of Kaka, more troubles with A-Rod and the Yankees. A-Rod reacted through friends to that Joe Torre book. He was called A-Fraud. Torre didn't call him A-Fraud. Other players did. Tom Verducci wrote it in the book. And we talked about this earlier, the dangers of just taking a trailer of a movie and judging the whole movie, or taking a snippet from a book and judging the whole book. I'm just going to wait till I read the book, then I'll have an opinion on it. But I will say this about A-Rod. Sometimes you don't believe something in life, but then the evidence becomes so overwhelming, you have to change your mind. As I said earlier, I don't believe in ghosts, but if I walked into my kitchen and the table was floating, maybe I'd reevaluate. You know, I don't believe in UFOs, but if one lands in my backyard, I'll reconsider. I've never bought into this A-Rod is bad for your team argument. Don't really buy it. So this morning I thought, I'm going to do a little homework. We occasionally do that in this industry. So the two things I noticed in this A-Rod story this week, how often in all these stories A-Rod became the topic in that locker room. What is very clear, whether you like A-Rod, Torre, or not, players can't stop talking about A-Rod. In high school, and maybe this happened to you, you ever go to a high school that had a foreign exchange student and they transfer in, it's the cute girl from Brazil or the kind of quirky kid from Ecuador, and it's all anybody talks about all year. The exchange student, all the guys want to date her, all the girls think he's cool and European. That's A-Rod. He moves into your team and nobody can stop talking about him, and everybody forms cliques. We like A-Rod, we don't like him, we support him, we diss him, we're jealous, we're not jealous. He's a foreign exchange student. He moves into your high school, and everybody forms these little by-their-locker cliques. That's the first thing I noticed. The second thing I noticed, does he really erode your baseball team? I mean, can you make the argument that if you get A-Rod, you get worse? Interesting. The first year he went to New York, they won 101 games, got to the ALCS, lost in Game 7. So, Fish, do we have a bell? Let's make that year one. Year one, Yankees win 101 games, go to the ALCS, lose in Game 7. Okay, Fish, let's go to year two. This time, they don't get to the ALCS. They lose in the AL Divisional Series in 5 games. ALCS 7, ALDS 5. Fish, let's go to year 3. This year, they go to the American League Divisional Series, lose in 4. Let's go to year 4. This year, they don't even win the American League East. They finish second to the Red Sox. Let's go to year 5. They don't even make the playoffs. 5 years in New York. ALCS 7, ALDS 5, ALDS 4, second in the American League East, no playoffs. They're literally, this year, going to be a AAA baseball team. In 3 years, the Yankees are the Memphis Chicks of the Southern League. In Texas, you ready for this, Fish? Year 1 in Texas, the Rangers win 73 games. Year 2 in Texas. Thanks. They win 72 games. Year 3 in Texas. They win 71 games. More mounting evidence. Trade A-Rod for Mike Stanton. And a throw pillow.